maybe we could definitely help you out. Definitely get you even breaking hundreds. With what I'm going to have you do, we could actually see some more distance as well. And I do think it's going to be easier for you to control where you hit the ground. So for this club to travel, one thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that we are hinging our wrists. So if I were to swing back and I did not hinge my wrists, I would swing back and it'd be something like this. A little bit of what we would see in your swing. One of the ways that you combat that is you just pull your right arm in, and that allows your hands to travel a little bit farther, and that's going to get the club to travel farther. So you'll swing back, you're not going to hinge your wrists, and then you're just going to let your right arm fold back around you, and this is about the extent to which you can swing the club. And then you're just going to straighten your arms a lot, and since there's not a lot of hinging, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to control where you hit the ground. So the first thing you need to understand is for you to hinge correctly, the grip needs to be a certain way. So the grip, and I'm not sure if this is correct or incorrect, I would need to see a front view to verify this for you, but this club is going to lay in our first knuckle, and we're going to take the heel pad of our left hand, and that's going to go on top of the grip. So your left thumb should be on the right side of the grip, and that's going to allow us to hinge this club a lot. We're going to take this thumb, put it in between the pads on our right hand, and then now this, a lot of people say this V is going to point to your right shoulder. That's fine by me. That's going to allow you to hinge the club. So when you do this, we need you to keep your elbows closer together. So you can put like a softball something in the bottom of your forearms, keep your arms close together. Your arms are going to be more straight when you hinge. So this, if I were to not move any part of my body but hinge my wrist, it would look like this. So you can take your heel pad and press down on the top of the grip. So we're going to have you do that. So if I don't move any part of my body, press my heel pad on the top of the grip, that's where I'm going to get this hinging from. If I were to do that, get my arms a little bit straighter, you'll notice that when this left arm is parallel to the ground, that club is pointing straight up in the air. And then as you can finish your turn and continue to do your backswing, that's how we're going to get the club to travel farther. How this is going to help you in the downswing control low point, if I'm not hinging my wrist, I'm basically going to control how far this club is from the ground or from the ball by just separating my elbows, bending my arms. So you'll take it back, you'll bend this right elbow behind you, so it look like this, and it's going to stay a lot higher than your left elbow. And when you swing down, it really just depends on how much you're going to straighten your arms. That's why you hit a lot fat or a lot chunky ground first. So a good start for you is going to be to line up to it, make sure you have a good grip, hinge your wrist as much as you can, turn, and let your arms travel a little bit farther with your elbows closer together. I think you're going to notice that the club is traveling a little bit farther, and then swinging down, you would just, for the most part, try to just swing down from that position, and you kind of let your brain put the rest of the pieces together. So again, we're going to have you start, hinge, max it out, turn and tilt, and we think you're going to be able to get that club to travel a little bit farther, and I think it should be able to allow you to control where the club is hitting the ground as well.